Hey folks, Craig Carolyn here from Intrinsic Education and the Centre for Positive Education of Southern Africa. Really excited to be bringing you the latest news, and as you can see, we're trying something slightly different. We're going to be doing our newsletter via video this week, so I hope you find it interesting and enjoyable, and I'm pretty certain that there are a few things in this month's newsletter that you're going to enjoy hearing about. Many of you who are subscribers will have already attended one of our well-being workshops where we've looked at specifically using positive education and positive psychology to build a workshop that helps our teachers cope with what's happening around COVID and return to school, etc. And I sincerely hope that they've found it exceptionally useful. We do feel, however, that it's time now for us to add something more to the foundations. We've built 4 new workshops, and these workshops come from the Centre for Positive Education in the United States and Canada, and we've worked with them to build workshops specific for our schools in Southern Africa, and I hope that you find them useful. Those of you who are new to positive education and haven't yet laid the foundations with your staff, we've put together a really useful introduction to positive psychology and positive education. So if you're wanting to start the journey as a school and you want to plug in these really useful tools to your school's professional development, then this workshop is exactly what you need. And it's something that you can have nothing about positive education or positive psychology, and this will launch you on that journey. For those of you, of course, who know a little bit about it and you've started your journey, albeit only for a couple of months, some of you for a couple of years, we have 3 specific workshops that delve a little deeper into each specific area of positive education and positive psychology. The first one, and one that we have specifically put together to cater for the times, is our workshop on resilience. The well-being of teachers and of our students now is critical. It's on everyone's lips. We see it in the media, we see it everywhere. So we felt it would be really useful to have a resilience workshop put together where we can unpack what resilience is. We can reflect on what we've been seeing over the past couple of months, how we've already started engaging with building resiliency, and how we can use our knowledge of resilience to then supercharge our flourishing over the upcoming months and years. So this is a workshop that is built, can be a standalone, but specifically for those, I think, who have already had some of their journey of positive education and having started it. The second workshop we're doing is one around meaning. Those of you who attended my last workshop will know that meaning is one of the pathways of flourishing in the PERMA model. And we look to unpack this a little bit more. Again, current times have really prompted us to do this because finding meaning is critical now. Finding meaning gives us that intrinsic motivation that we need to ensure that we are able to live our daily lives in a way that we are growing. So in this workshop, we dig a little deeper into what meaning is. We look specifically at that pathway and how we can ensure that we're finding meaning in our personal lives, meaning in our professional lives, and that we're able to create meaning for our young people who we're teaching, giving them meaning as to why the subject is important, why this element of their education is so critical at this time. And if they have that, they have the intrinsic motivation, and it's much easier for them to cope with what's happening at school. And then the last workshop is a really fun workshop. It's around strengths. We use the values in action assessment to unpack what our personal strengths are so that we're able to then engage with those strengths and also find out about other people's strengths and how we can build teams, build individuals, look at the strengths of individuals in our classrooms to ensure that they are getting the best out of their day-to-day at school. We know that traditional psychology was a deficit approach where it took people from this deficit up to a kind of neutral position. And that positive psychology looks to take us wherever we are on the continuum and move us upwards into flourishing and coping. And that's why a strengths-based approach is such a useful one for us as teachers. So a nice, fun workshop for us. 4 new workshops available. If you're interested, no matter where you are on your positive journey, if you feel that one of these is something that you could use as a school, or if you want to hear a little bit more about what we're doing at the Centre for Positive Education and how I can assist you to embed PosEd and positive psychology into your school, please just drop us a mail, craig@intrinsiceducation.co.za. The email is below, or you can just subscribe on our newsletter, pop us a note on the form there, and that way you'll be able to stay abreast of everything that we're offering. Exciting times. Stay safe, everyone.